Coucou les amis, c'est Welva, j'espère que vous allez bien. Today we are going to see interrogation in French about it. So see three simple ways to go about it. Are you ready? Okay, so the three ways include the intonation using est-ce, then the inversion method. All these three methods are there to answer yes or no questions, especially. So let's go with the intonation. The intonation methods just require you to rise or to fall your voice. Let's take this example. Vous parlez français. Vous parlez français. This is an affirmation. But if you want to form a question out of this sentence, what do? You have to raise your voice at the end of the sentence. You will go like this. Vous parlez français? Do you get it? Vous parlez français? So you just raise your voice at the end of the question. The person will understand that, okay, she's asking a question. Let's take the second example. Tu es étudiante. Tu es étudiante. Affirmation. But if I want to form a question out of the sentence, what do? I have to raise my voice at the end of the sentence. Can you try? Try. Tu es étudiante. Correct. Tu es étudiante. Yeah, tu es étudiante. So you raise your voice at the end of the sentence. Simple, right? Let's see the third example. Elle lit le livre. Elle lit le livre. She reads the book, or she's reading the book. So can you form this? Elle lit le livre. Elle lit le livre. Correct. So let's move to the second method using est-ce. Okay. So if you have to consider the previous examples, vous parlez français. Vous parlez français. For this method, you will just have to add est-ce at the beginning of the sentence. So, est-ce que vous parlez français? Est-ce que vous parlez français? No need to raise your voice, no need. Est-ce que vous parlez français? That's a question. And this est-ce que is mostly used for formal settings. It's too long, so for some people to use it is kind of, so it's usually used for formal settings. And do you get it? Okay. So let's use the second example. Tu es étudiante. Tu es étudiante. So, est-ce que tu es étudiante? So, are you a student? Are you a student? So you see that the est-ce can mean do, it can mean does, it can mean is, it can mean are, it can mean different things depending on the context. Is that okay? Alright. So the last one, elle lit le livre. Elle lit le livre. Est-ce que elle lit le livre? Is that correct? Est-ce que elle lit le livre? Is that correct? Est-ce que is ending with an e, and elle is starting with an e. So you have to remove the e on the que and introduce an apostrophe. So est-ce qu'elle lit le livre? Correct. Est-ce qu'elle lit le livre? Correct. So the last method, that's the inversion method. What do you understand by inversion method? Okay, so you have to and the verb in the sentence, and you have to switch them. Subject, verb, it will now become verb, subject, and you introduce a hyphen in between them. What do I mean? Let's take vous parlez français. Vous parlez français. So if I want to use the inversion method here, I'm going to switch parler and vous and introduce a hyphen. That will be parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous français? Correct. The second one, tu es étudiante. Tu es étudiante. That will be, you switch, right? Es-tu étudiante? Es-tu étudiante? Correct. The last one, elle lit le livre. Elle lit le livre. What will it be? You switch. Lit-elle le livre? Correct. Lit-elle le livre? Super. Bravo. Then let's see this simple exercise. I just want to test if you understood. So, number one, we are going to use the sentences and form the interrogation using the intonation, using est-ce que, then using the inversion method. Number one, il parle anglais. Il parle anglais. So if I want to use the intonation, how will it go? Il parle anglais. Il parle anglais. Il parle anglais. That's the intonation. You just raise your voice at the end. Second method, using est-ce que. Since the il is starting with a vowel, you know what we are going to use, right? The apostrophe. So it will be est-ce qu'il parle anglais? Est-ce qu'il parle anglais? The last one, that's the inversion. What are you going to do? This one, parle-il anglais? Parle-il anglais? Does it make sense? This last one, is it correct? It is not correct. So when the verb does not end with a T, you have to introduce that. You have to introduce. So, parle-t-il anglais? Parle-t-il anglais? That one is correct. That one is correct. So you introduce the T to make it like sounds nice. For it sounds nice. Is that okay? Alright, so let's see the second example. Brenda aime danser. Brenda aime danser. Intonation. Try. Intonation. Brenda aime danser. Correct. Brenda aime danser. Correct. Using est-ce que. Est-ce que Brenda aime danser? Est-ce que Brenda aime danser? Easy, right? The last one, using the inversion. Brenda aime danser. How do you use the inversion here? Will I say aime Brenda danser? Aime Brenda danser. Does it make sense? It doesn't. So when there is a noun, the name of a person, you just write the name, then you have to know the subject. Is it an il? You have to know the pronoun, the personal pronoun of that subject. Is it an il? Is it an elle? Is it singular? Is it plural? So it is Brenda, and Brenda is elle. So you will say Brenda aime-t-elle danser? Brenda aime-t-elle danser? So you just follow the T. You introduce that T, right? You introduce the T. But then instead of saying aime Brenda, you don't say aime Brenda. You say Brenda aime-t-elle danser? If it is a male, Ali aime-t-il danser? If they are plural, if it's a plural subject, maybe Ali et Brenda aiment-ils danser? Is that okay? So that is it for today. I hope you liked the video and I hope you learned something. Do not forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, to share to your friends. See you in the next video. Bye bye.